S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down, 30 base.
What's the run? They're running it.
On first down, it's James. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch time, watch time. Hey, Delta.
Romo down to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Haywood. Mike 20. Hit it.
A shotgun snap for Romo. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep to return is Duke Johnson. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Go, quick. 380.
Watch the run.
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. They'll run it here with Portis. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Portis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 39-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
One foot.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 7 yards there and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on first down. James. And he is going to be stopped. 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Undercrunch. Pilot, 64, weak.
On the ground, it's James. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Mike 20. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun, here's Romo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Portis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's not going to get me.
Gun.
A run with Portis. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
36 power.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Green 80! Hey!
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Green 15!
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Big ass.
Pull up for signal. Orbit. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 9. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you get it.
Now Romo. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go
4
now.
yards on
10
that
more,
last
bro.
completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Protein spill. Five.
On first down is James. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bandit.
Romo now to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Short out.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Right out.
From the 50, it's Romo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Look at me, zipper.
Here's Romo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Tackle.
Let go.
Out of the gun, Romo. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. Just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Denver.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my...
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running right, Portis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On the give, here's Portis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain. And it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go!
Ready? To throw again. Romo. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Romo. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They'll run on 1st down. It's James, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
We got to seal. Let's go, D. Big Sears right now. Mike 9. Hey, we got to get to that. Mike over there. Hey, come on now.
Now. To throw on 2nd down is Romo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. 5. Operating from the gun, Romo. James has got it, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the ready.
16, check back 16. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run with Geis, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run it with James. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the gun, Romo. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Hey, Charlie.
After the interception, here's Romo. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air they go. Romo on second down. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Romo. He's got Smith here. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. James. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
No chance. Switch. Tighten up.
Big grip.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here's Geis. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They come out here in the eye. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Romo to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he knew where the pressure was going to come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Right there, all day, baby.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They hand it off to Portis. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
14.
Check nine.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it here with Portis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Mike, watch 95. Okay, double it.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.